Tonight, state health officials are promising more testing will be available for everyone in Tennessee. But does that include people locked in prisons and jails? Investigative reporter Ben Hall found growing concern about mass infections for those behind bars.
The Department of Correction says 17 inmates statewide in prison have tested positive for the coronavirus. No one wants to see what happened in Chicago happen here. It shows what can happen when the virus tears through a facility. At the Cook County Jail in Chicago, more than 600 detainees and employees have tested positive for the coronavirus. It's one of the nation's worst hotspots.
I'm sure, the facilities may be doing as much as they can, but the fact of the matter is that it's more than they can control, more than they can handle.
Those with loved ones in Tennessee prisons worry what could happen here.
It kind of breaks my heart for people to feel like that nobody cares. And a lot of them feel like they'll be left there to die.
The Department of Corrections said only 4 facilities have inmates with positive cases. The most are at the Bledsoe County Correctional Complex, which has 12 inmates. The least at Trousdale Turner in Hartsville, which has 1 reported case. But the department has not conducted widespread testing.
We currently have several dozen pending tests on inmates at this time.
At Governor Lee's briefing, the state health commissioner said they've tested some inmates who showed symptoms and signaled that testing would increase.
If you think you need a test, you should get a test. And we're taking that same stance with our inmates and with all other Tennesseans.
It sounded good. It's just a matter of will it happen?
Those with loved ones inside have watched as the state tested more than 1,100 employees at 2 prisons last week. Results showed 19 employees had the virus, even though the state said they were not showing symptoms.
There will be a point where we can say we could have done more, but I hope that we say we did everything that we could.
The Tennessee Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers wants to accelerate the release of already paroled prisoners. This letter to the parole board chair states an epidemic can run through a prison in weeks or perhaps even days. It says reducing the prison population as suggested would reduce the chances of infection.
And our local jails, the population of those jails have been reduced significantly.
Jonathan Cooper praised county jails for getting inmate populations down. He wants to see more done in state prisons and says letting out inmates who have already been paroled but haven't completed certain programs makes the most sense.
I think this is a critical time, and time will tell what efforts we made.
As Commissioner, again, I just want to...
The Tennessee Department of Correction put a video on its website addressing the coronavirus. The department is quarantining inmates at prisons where there are positive cases. Those with loved ones inside know they must pay a price, but worry how high that price will be.
That's what your punishment is. You lose your freedom, but you shouldn't have to lose your life or even think that you would lose your life.
The Department of Corrections said in an email today it is currently testing inmates on a case-by-case basis who do have symptoms. Ben Hall, News Channel 5, investigates.